Hey, welcome to the official Windows 7 channel, and this is another video in our series of explaining the BIOS and on this Phoenix BIOS on a Toshiba computer. We are now in the section where we'll talk about built-in LAN, and it can also be built-in NIC and IC, which is Network Interface Card. It's usually a enable disable option. Very simple. Most computers now have onboard internet Ethernet jacks and cards. So when you are on your computer, if you plug in the modem cable into that jack, if you have a cable modem, for example, most of the time, and I've seen almost every computer now have basically onboard network cards, which means that it's all integrated into the motherboard. You don't, in the old days when you had a computer, you needed a external or a internal card for the network card for your computer, because that was not an option. People didn't need typically to have network cards back in the 90s, up until something called the internet arrived. And then people started to need network cards so that it can interface with their modems on the internet. So built-in LAN or built-in NIC is simply a way where you can enable or disable your network card in your computer. Why is there a disable or enable option? Many reasons will bring this. For example, if you have a second network card because your main card isn't working, you can actually disable your built-in network card. It will make sure that there's no conflict between cards. It will also prevent any errors in using your network between software. And it's also an option that's good to have if you want to make sure that nobody uses your internal network card. But it's an option that's there. You can turn it on, turn it off, and basically what it does, if you disable, well, in Windows, when you boot up, you'll notice that your network card isn't there anymore, because it's really an on-off switch for the network card in your computer. Another option of the network card is wake up on LAN, or, well, there's different ways of putting it. There's wake up on LAN. I've seen power on LAN, remote wake up WAN, resume on LAN. So these are the different options, the different ways that can be written there. Wake up on LAN is a special feature of some network cards. Not all cards have that option, and it works in a very, very special way. It's usually mostly for internal networks, so if you have many computers on your network. The wake up on LAN is a feature where your computer can be turned on if it receives a fixed set of instructions. Now, it cannot start if you just get pings from the internet, for example. One thing that you might have noticed is that even when your computer is turned off, there's always a little light on your LAN, on your network card jack in the back, and because there's always some power there, unless you really unplug the computer at all. And you might notice that even in your computer turned off, your modem and your computer still have these little blinking lights, and you're thinking, what's happening? How come when my computer's turned off, something's still happening between these devices? And basically what happens is that your modem and your computer's network card are actually pinging each other, trying to see if somebody's there. And it's not, doesn't mean that you're being hijacked by any internet hacker somewhere. It just means that your devices are working and trying to communicate with each other. The wake up LAN will not start by having pings, or will not start by having some kind of internet data. It's not meant to start up all the time. It's meant to start up with a very special signal that is sent from one computer to the other, in which the other computer will actually send a request to wake up, and that request to wake up is a little message that has most of the time the MAC address of the network card in your computer. So it really needs a specific set of commands to wake up your computer with this. And why does it exist? Well, if you've got a home network or a business network, you might know that, sometimes you got to update some software through the network, and you won't do that during the day when everybody's working. The best time you want to do that is at night when nobody's there. So what you'll do is send a wake up LAN to start all the computers in the way that, one of the computer will send these requests out. Start the computers, and it's gonna, you're gonna be able to update and do whatever you want on those computers on your network without having to physically go around, turn them on, wait they're booted and all. And so it could be a very, very important option on some networks. But like I said, your computer cannot be waked up just by an internet command, some web page or something. It really needs to be a specific command sent to your network card so that you can wake it up. So this is the options of the built-in LAN or NIC network interface card on your computer in the BIOS. If you enjoyed this series of videos on the BIOS, well, click the subscribe button at the top of the screen. You'll be informed when new videos are online. If you have any comments, questions, let us know. Maybe you have your own comments and want to explain a little more detailed. Hey, it's always fun. Just put those details in the comment sections below the video. And hey, hope you come back to the Windows 7 channel. Bye-bye.